All right, I am going to show you how to make a house that has doors and windows that open. So it's a little bit of an interactive drawing. What you need are two pieces of paper. They can be the same color or different colors, glue, scissors, something to draw with, and something to add color with. So you're gonna start with one paper, and all you need to do to start is to draw a simple house. And you can make yours look however you want. I'll show you how I do mine, and you can either follow along and do the same thing or do your own design. The important thing is that it's kind of large on your paper, so you have plenty of room to work. So for mine, I'm gonna start out with two straight lines and a big triangle on top. And that's all you need to get started. If you want it to be more complicated, you can. Now we need to make a door so people can get in. You need to do a little rectangle for your door right at the bottom. And you might want to add some windows. So I will do 2 squares for 2 windows. And that's all I'm going to do to get started. And I'm going to start to make some cuts in my paper to get doors and windows that open. Now for the door, we're going to start there. We're going to make one cut on one side and on the top and not touch the other side. Because if we cut all 3 sides of the door, it's going to fall right off. So we just want to cut 2 sides. 1, 2. So I'm going to take my scissors, cut up one side and across the top and stop. So now I can take my door and fold it open. So now my door can open and close. Now to do the windows, it's a little bit trickier because they're in the middle of our paper and we don't want to cut a big line going through the middle of our house. So here's what you do. Take your paper, start with one window, and you're going to fold your paper right in the middle of your window. Fold your paper right in the middle of your window. So now my window is cut in half by the fold. There's a little bit of window on both sides. Keeping it folded, take your scissors and do a little cut right on the bottom. Just like that. Then you can open your paper back up. And now you've got a little hole that your scissors can get into. This works for any time you need to cut something that's in the middle of your paper. If you do a little fold and then cut and you put it back up, now your scissors can fit inside. So for my windows, I'm going to make sure the bottom is cut, and I'm actually going to cut straight up through the middle of my window and then cut the top. I'm not going to cut the sides because I don't want my whole window to fall out. So now, if I fold it open, my window opens like this. So it has 2 shutters that open. If you want to cut yours kind of like the door where you go up one side and the other, that's okay. But I like having it so that it opens right in the middle like that. I'm going to do the same thing to the other window where I'm going to fold it right on my window. And if you're following along with me, don't forget you can pause this for however long you need to keep up, because sometimes I can move fast. Open it back up, and now my scissors will fit inside. Straight up the middle. And across the top. Right. And as you can see, I made a tiny tear, but that's okay, because now that I have windows and doors that open, I want to be able to open them up and see what's inside the house and not just see my table straight through it. So that's where my other piece of paper comes in. I'm going to take my other piece of paper and it's going to go behind the picture that I just made, so that now I can draw inside my windows and show you what's inside. So I'm going to take this top piece of paper, flip it over, and add some glue. If all you have is tape, that's okay. You can just tape the sides. If you have a glue stick, you can use a glue stick. I just have this glue, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to put some glue out and around the edge. I'm not going to put any glue on my windows or doors because then they won't be able to open and close. Put some glue on the outside, flip it over, and give it a good massage. There. Now my papers are stuck together and I can see inside. So now it's time to decorate. And if you were in class with me, you know that what inspired this house is reading the book called The House That Monsters Built. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a bunch of monsters living inside of my house. So up here, I'm gonna do a ghost. You can follow along with me or do whatever you want inside of your house. To draw a ghost in the window, I'm gonna draw a big upside down U, kind of like an arch, with a wavy line on the bottom. And then a spooky face. Maybe in this window over here, I will have a witch. So I'm gonna draw a straight line, oops, with a triangle on top for my witch's hat. My witch needs 2 eyes and a big old nose and some big hair. She's gonna be a happy witch. Right, and then down here in my door, I think I'm just gonna put B-O-O exclamation point for boo, so you open the door and it's a big surprise. Can't forget my door handle. So now it's just about coloring and adding any other details you want. I'm gonna speed up the video so you can see what it looks like at the end. All right, and that's all there is to it. So now you can have a house when you keep all the windows and doors closed, and then when you're ready, you can surprise people by showing them what's inside of your house. Let me know if you have any questions on this, and have fun making your houses.